Hello, everybody. My name is Jennifer Kramer-Lewis, and this is the Audacious TV show. How does it get any better than this? And so what is the audacious ask, you ask yourself? Well, audacious is something that I noticed that I was willing to be, and I was willing to facilitate in my clients. They were willing to ask for just enough for this next hurdle, or just enough and just enough and just enough. So if just enough is how you're living your life right now, and you'd like to actually ask for more audacious things to come in, then you are in the right place. And so we go live every week on Mondays in Canada and in North America, and it becomes Tuesdays as we grow across the globe. And I ask you what your audacious ask is, and you can get some facilitation. The majority of the tools that I use on Audacious Ask are from something called Access Consciousness. And so for more about Access Consciousness, you can go to accessconsciousness.com. And then also theclearingstatement.com, because we use this bit of technology called the clearing statement. And so that might sound a little weird, but have a look, be a little scientist, find out how you feel before and after this facilitation, and yeah, just see how it goes. Who else do we want to play with? Jane Jordan, what's your audacious ask?
Good morning.
Good morning from Australia.
I realise I'm in the dark. Here I am. From Australia, wet Australia, which is nice for a change.
Is it? Yeah.
We have a farmer across the road, and his cattle were getting sore legs from the dried, hard earth. So I was feeling very sorry for the cattle. I go for my walk. I'm sorry. We'll make rain soon. It's very cute. I love that. I love that part of my life, I have to say. I love the fact that I've learned how to buy a really good bull. My farmer has taught me how to do that. Nice. I don't know when I'm going to use it. Anyway, what's my audacious ask? Well, I think you've answered them all, really. You know, passion and lustfulness and receiving. I'm sort of over myself right now.
Good.
I really am over myself.
And wonder what you create.
I know. Yeah, I've gone through a real funk with my art because I did what I thought was a catastrophic fail, painting. And I'm just really trying to drag myself out of it right now, dragging myself out of it. What's working?
Can I ask a question about the catastrophic failure?
Yeah.
What if you just painted over it?
Yeah, I know. I'm going to. But I've really let myself. It was exploring a whole other way of painting. And I just expected myself to be as good as Bobby Burgers, who's a Canadian artist, right? She does fabulous, fabulous flowers. Oh, my God, she's gorgeous. And I thought, no, I can do that. Well, guess what I found out?
You found out that you might need a couple of tries.
Well, I need to just do another 10 years of practicing her style. But anyway, but it really plunged me quite badly. And I've had to go back to just doing simple stuff to get my confidence back. So I'm going back to some old paintings that I did when I didn't have the skill, and cool. Going back over them and bringing.
I've got the energy of that, Jane. I've got the energy of that. And how far in the past did you go with this? You know what I mean? How many years in the past did this knock you back? Don't forget I'm psychic.
Oh, I know you are. Look, I think I have a pattern of it. I definitely have a pattern of it.
Tell me how many years back. Seriously, I'm asking.
I really can't.
10 or
I
more?
think, more than 10. Well, took me 8 years to get over one wreck of a business.
20 or more?
Say,
What's lighter?
30
golly. Or more?
Yeah, 40.
40. Cool. So you were like 12.
Running, of course I was only 12.
Okay,
cool. Of course I was.
Yeah.
But I just keep, and I'm really having to drag myself out of it. Luckily, it's taking a lot less time this time because I have taken years to get over things.
Yeah.
And it's always,
Stop, just a sec. That was really sort of like a throwaway thing. It used to take me years. Would you be willing to acknowledge that when you do this deep dive, when something doesn't work the way that you want it to, you turn that sort of inward and go and dive.
Yeah.
Used to take you years to get out of. And now you're like, okay, that was 2 weeks.
Yeah. Well, 2 months.
Everything that is, we just try to.
Yes.
Good and bad.
I just realised how self-indulgent that behaviour is too. It's sort of very. I didn't get my own way. Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of anger in it.
I just threw a whopping tantrum.
Yeah. So, whose anger is it? Is it yours?
Oh,
who are you being when you do that much rage and temper tantrum?
Oh, yeah, it's rage and temper tantrum, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
I hate that. I hate finding that.
You don't have to hate you when you do that. You just actually have to be aware, wow, I'm doing a rage and temper tantrum right now.
Rage and temper tantrum. I think it's my father.
Cool. So does that
work? No, it doesn't work for me. I mean, well, look, it put my life on hold for 8 years last time. It was a full-on rage and temper tantrum.
Yeah.
I'm still forgiving people out of it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so can you unchoose?
Ooh. Sorry, just something.
Yeah. Can you unchoose it?
Can I unchoose it? Yeah, I can unchoose. Oh, why? Yeah, I know I can unchoose it. Yeah.
So will you give yourself permission to unchoose rage and temper tantrum?
Ooh, I don't know about that.
Well, it must be working then. What do you get out of rage and temper tantrum?
Time out.
Right, cool. So do you have to do rage and temper tantrum to shove people away from you so that you can have a timeout?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I disappeared. I completely both of us. We disappeared from our friendships, from old business associates. Mm-hmm. We just disappeared. We were gone. We literally moved to a little quiet place by the sea in Queensland where nobody knew we were.
Like, what do they call that? Retreat.
More cool. Cave. We went into this cave.
Yeah.
It took 8 years to get out of it. It was terrible.
Yeah. Well, it worked.
I feel like I lost a big chunk of my life in that time too.
Well, what did you get? So when you focus on what you lose, you're always going to find it in your storage locker.
I am.
So
I lost a lot of money.
What did you get?
Jeez, that's a hard one because I haven't thought about that.
Because there's always gifts if we're willing to look for them and willing to receive them. Yeah. So the gift in rage and temper tantrum was you get to shove everybody away from you and you get to time out.
I did.
Yeah.
I did get time out. Well, it was a long time. It was I needed it. Both our health were terrible.
Did you retrieve your health?
Yeah, we did. But and that's taken time too. And Stan, by the way, God, he's a man possessed these days, because he's 81 in 2 weeks' time, and we did a 10K walk on Sunday.
He's a force to be reckoned with, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And also it really is almost like an expression of we're back. Both our health is fantastic. Both our energy is back to a level that I would say, and it's taken 20 years. No, it hasn't taken 20 years. We've made forays into that level of energy in the past. Like, I just got a distinction just then.
Yeah, I can feel it over here too. When I
asked
you, what was Stan.
Well, the thing that's absolutely drained our energies has been, one was the business that we did with, and I've talked about Robert Kiyosaki before, and his business partner, DC, and that just wiped us out. We did that for 8 years, it wiped us out for another 8 years. Mm-hmm. Then we went back and did it again.
Yeah, but you see the choices, right? You're like, okay, well, just before we went back and did it again, like, here's a question for you. Just before you went back and did it again, what assumption or choice did you make?
That I'd learned all the lessons from the previous time and I wouldn't make the same mistakes again.
Yeah.
Well, I did.
Question for you, though. So Gary Douglas, the founder of Access Consciousness, jokes. He's like, I'd rather be a moron than learn a lesson. Do you know what I mean? Because when you learn a lesson, it means you are less on. Like you have all of the assumptions.
Shut up.
Yeah, you're like, oh, well, I've already learned my lesson, which is assumption 1, dangerous.
Yeah. Oh, no, yes.
And, assumption 2, even more dangerous, is that there was a lesson to learn.
Oh. I didn't think I needed a call today, Jen.
Okay, so here's your homework, Jane Jordan, and nobody else on the call do this unless they want to, transcend all of their shit problems and actually have an amazing life. Think of a time in your life where, you were doing rage and tantrum or whatever you were doing that was keeping you from having a life, and write down every single gift. And you might have things that you didn't have, like, oh, well, I didn't get this thing. Okay, well, what's the opposite of didn't get this thing that I actually did get? And write them all down. And then take probably 60 seconds, look at each one and really absorb the gifts. Because if I know that you have done a ton of research into your health, how to build your body, nutrition, like tons. Like you were the one who told me to put magnesium on my armpits.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I still do. Woo-hoo.
Yeah, well, I do too. I don't even use, I don't use deodorant anymore. I just put magnesium in my armpits, and my pits don't.
I'm a wealth of
I have great
pits like that.
Yeah. So, when we think about the things that we didn't get and we focus on the things that we didn't get, then what happens is our evidence locker fills up with the things that we didn't get.
Yeah.
And what I would love to invite you to do is to destroy and uncreate everything in your evidence locker that tells you the things that you missed out on, that you didn't get. And I would like you to build another evidence shrine and put all of the offerings, all of the gifts that you have received from these hard times on your shrine. This like vitality, your, lust for life that you generally have, Stan's beautiful, vibrant health, which you probably wouldn't have without you, no matter what he says. and, you know, your gorgeous little house in the country and like all of that stuff. Please put it on your shrine.
I will. I'm doing it.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So guys, that was our hour. This is the Audacious Ask, and my name is Jennifer Kramer Lewis, and my invitation to you is to begin to ask more audaciously in every area of your life. If stuff's not showing up the way that you want it to show up, then what if we started asking for even more to show up? And more, and more, and more, and more. Until it gets to be an embarrassment of amazing things showing up in your life. And yeah, how does it get any better? I'm going to take you guys all off mute and we're going to say goodbye. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye, guys.
Gorgeous. Thank you.
Bye. Ciao.